Now, the stage is set for the Trump-Biden debate on Thursday. The current Democratic president and his Republican predecessor will face off in Atlanta, Georgia for the first of two debates ahead of November's vote. This debate can prove critical in their tight rematch race to win the White House in November. Now, showdown between the two oldest candidates to ever run for the White House also marks the first debate in history between a sitting president and a former one. It is also the earliest general election face-off ever held in the US, taking place before either candidate is their party's official nominee. It's been 4 years since the rivals last shared the stage, and the stakes couldn't be higher in a race that has for months been essentially tied.
The stakes of this debate in Atlanta tomorrow cannot be any higher. It may be the most important and widely anticipated presidential debate in the United States of all time. The election is razor thin. Our last several elections have been very close.
The first debate will air at 9 p.m. local time on CNN and will broadcast from an Atlanta studio without a live audience. Anchors Jake Tapper and Dana Bash will be moderating the debate. U.S. presidential debates often draw tens of millions of viewers, and this time, according to a new poll, most U.S. adults plan to watch some element of Thursday's presidential debate. 81-year-old Biden and 78-year-old former President Donald Trump are the oldest candidates ever to seek the presidency of the United States, and viewers are sure to question their cognitive abilities and emotional steadiness. A strong showing could help neutralize those concerns and focus voter attention on policy issues. A weak performance could perhaps dampen fundraising and push Trump further ahead in the polls. Now, let's take a brief look at what happened when Biden and Trump met for a debate last time around. Then, President Trump and Biden debated twice during the 2020 race, with their first exchange devolving into a chaotic shouting match. For the second debate, moderators said they would mute each candidate's microphone to allow the other one to speak without interruption for the first 2 minutes of each debate segment. Now, a third debate was cancelled after Trump tested positive for COVID-19 and spent 3 days in a hospital. He declined to participate in a virtual event. All right, for more on this, our correspondent Susan Terani sent us this report from New York on what voters will be looking for as both of these men go toe-to-toe on Thursday.
Well, pre-debate, much has been made regarding President Biden's stamina, whether or not he'll trip or fall or stutter, or will Donald Trump give an unpredictable performance or not. Ultimately, voters who will be watching across America want to see a substantive debate with specific examples of policy details. They want to get a sense of who can address the country's challenges and make their lives better. Will America get that? That's the big question. President Biden has made much of his campaign about Donald Trump being a threat to democracy, and former President Donald Trump has made much about Biden's cognitive decline. This debate, however, will be an opportunity for both candidates to differentiate themselves on key issues like the economy, immigration, and even democracy, and they are very different. They also have an opportunity to show who can address the country's challenges best and improve voters' lives. Ultimately, voters want to see whether or not a sense of stability and calm can prevail under pressure. The question is, will the two men rise to the occasion or not? We'll have to wait and see.
Susan further explains how Biden may respond to Trump's attacks if it resonates with undecided voters.
President Biden would likely try to address the attacks directly and emphasize his own records and policies. Although he may stress that the economy is indeed thriving, it's hard to imagine that message will resonate with viewers and everyday voters. Regarding Hunter Biden, his son's legal issues, Joe Biden may frame the situation as a relatable family struggle with addiction, trying to connect with audiences on a personal level and garner empathy from those who have face similar challenges. But that's a tricky one because Joe Biden will definitely attack Donald Trump on his recent conviction.